What's up, everybody? This is SymphoniaFan64 here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy I: Dawn of Souls. Now, before I begin with my usual recap of the events of last part, I want everybody to know that this is my longest running Let's Play thus far. Yes, if you recall from my last Let's Play of Resident Evil Gaiden, that Let's Play only ran for 15 parts, and right now this is part 16. So let's keep on plugging away. We still have a long way to go before we find out what's going to be the last, what number is going to be the last part. So, without further ado, let's recap. In the last part, we found out that the mystery connection between the Levistone and the legendary airship was that the Levistone was used to raise said airship. So now we have an airship. And we are about to embark on our next destination. So let us begin, shall we? And we enter, and welcome to the Citadel of Trial and Error! I mean, the Citadel of Pointless Warps! I mean, oh, whatever you want to call it, the game calls it the Citadel of Trials. I prefer the Citadel of Pointless Warps any day. You come bearing the crown, I see. Your fortitude cannot be questioned. Indeed not. Very well. I shall grant you the right to undergo the trials. Go now. Sit upon the throne. Your courage will be put to the test. If true courage dwells within you, you will find proof of it here. Did he just instant transmission? He did! I think he just did that. Okay, so as you probably guessed from what he said, you have to have the crown to get here, and I don't understand why you wouldn't unless you're a hacker and you hacked your way through this, just to see what you can't do without certain items, how far you can get without certain items. But you actually need the crown, so we sit upon this throne and... Now you know the reason why I call this the Citadel of Pointless Warps. As you can see, there are these flashing things. If you step on them, they warp you to another part of the room. At first it's pretty easy, but then it throws this shit toward you. So, yeah, you have to choose which one. If you choose wrong, you get sent back to the beginning of this room. Or like the beginning of, or like from the last point you made. So, I'm gonna actually approach this scientifically. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah. But first we have to come across these new enemies, the Medusas. Okay, now, these guys I think you really need to watch out for because their gaze inflicts stone. So... And I do believe they're weak to fire. I do believe, so... Oh! And if they attack you physically, they poison you! How nice! My name is now Poison. Drat you enemies! Why do you keep on stealing my identity? And they're dead. And now I am no longer poison. I'm gonna choose this one. And I chose poorly. Yeah, now you know why I could... It's also called the Citadel of Trial and Error. So now you know... Now we know to go there. And we got another one here. And... I'm going to choose this one. Oh, holy crap, I guessed right! And we go here. I'm going to choose this one. Oh, good! I got lucky that time. And we're gonna go into this room, and there's a chest there, but we have to fight an enemy. And we find the clay golems. These guys aren't really that hard, but... If you give them the chance, they start out the battle by casting haste on themselves. meaning they can move faster. So, yeah, don't get them the chance to attack. But the good news is they're weak against ice magic. And I have a sword made of ice. I don't give you a chance. Oh, what the hell? He survived? I thought you guys were weak against ice. What the fuck? Then we open up these chests, and we find the gauntlets. Now, the gauntlets are a new type of item. Let's go to the description, and as you can see, these gloves cast Thundara when used. Now, I'm going to show you how to use this in the next battle, so we might come across an enemy that I already fought. I think... Oh, never mind. We come across the Minotaur zombies, undead versions of the Minotaurs. I would have used Dia or Fyra, but I'm going to take the high road and show you off what happens when you do this. So you go to your items, and you select the gauntlets. As you can see, it selects all enemies. Now, obviously you'll know what items do what. That if you go to the item screen in the items menu in the main menu. So, if they don't cast, it'll tell you if they cast magic or not. This game doesn't want to be ambiguous. So... and we use the gauntlets. We cast Thundara. And he's still alive, and the best part is, we don't waste MP! Ain't that nice? Okay, 3 warps. Which one's the right one? I choose this one. Yes! Yes! Oh! 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 First time guess! First time guess, and I wasn't even using a map! Trust me, this place is... But, to be honest, this place isn't as bad as, say, oh, I don't know, fucking Selfco, or Saffron City's gym in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, or Green if you're in Japan, or have Green ported from Japan, or whatever. I also count Sabrina's gym in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, too. Yeah. This place is nothing compared to those. So, let's continue onward. And we go through here, and we find the King Mummy, along with 3 other mummies. The King Mummy is pretty much a stronger version of the Mummy. Enough said. Torch him. But he's not strong compared to the mighty Joel! Burn it, 8! And they're dead. We go through here and automatically get thrust into another battle. Oh. And we are up against the Nightmare. Now, why would such a beautiful, majestic creature like this be called a nightmare? Well, practically because of its snort ability. Yes, it has an ability known as Snort. What it does is, if it connects, it blinds your... It can blind one of your allies. So, hope to God it doesn't do that. Oh, shit! And it's pretty strong, too. Not as strong as us, but... you see what I mean. There we go. And we open up this chest, and we get the healing staff. I would recommend holding on to this because this is another item that can be used as an item, and I will show this off. If, like with the gauntlets, this weapon will cast heal. So keep this item. It's pretty neat. And I know when I go back onto that same spot, I'm going to fight another Nightmare. So, just get through it. And of course, they frickin' use Snort. And blind goes away like sleep and paralysis. So you don't have to worry about it carrying over, although in other games, blind carries over! Isn't that nice? And we find the Rakshasa. Yeah, the Rakshasa. These guys love to cast fire, and they love to cast slow. Slow reduces your number of attacks, and greatly reduces your strength, so get rid of them as fast as you can. So I'm just gonna nuke them. See, there they go, with fire. My fire spell is better than... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Jesus Christ, my magic is sucking in this place. Then we go here and we find a ruby armlets. And I'm just going to equip that to Felicia. And now I would... It's best to give your white mage the best equipment first, so that way they don't die. And we find another ice brand. More shit to sell. And we find some steel gloves. Which I don't think I can have. Nope. Wait, maybe. Nope. Nope. And after that battle, Felicia gained a level. And after that, both me, Joel, and Logan grew a level. Now everyone's caught up. Oh, wrong button. Then again, Logan's kind of hurting. And as you can see, we have 3 chests here. One already open because that one contained an ice brand. And we find a cottage. One of those. 7,340 gil. And 1,455 gil. Alright. So now we go forth. And here's a chest right here, and we open it, and we obtain a key item. We obtained a rat's tail? Ew! Why would I want that? Ugh. You mean a severed rat's tail? I'm holding on to a severed rat's tail? Ew! Why would I want that? Well, unfortunately, we actually have to have this because there's this particular item plays a key role. Unfortunately. So, without further ado, we see a throne room. Another throne. I wonder where this will take us. So, we go up to it, and... boss time! We come across the dragon zombie. Now, as far as I know, this is pretty much it's a zombie dragon. I think the only thing it does is just physically attack you. So, yeah, this fight shouldn't last long if you have either a black mage, a red mage, or a white mage who has high-level magic. This fight won't last long. See? What'd I tell ya? Another pussy boss. So we go here, and we're back to the first floor. So, we finally got back out. So that's the end of this part, ladies and gentlemen. Really, I was expecting this episode to be a little bit longer, but oh well, what are you gonna do? You can't predict everything, you know. So, now that we have the rat's tail, we need to find out who would want it. Well, Well, I'm not gonna tell you! I'm evil like that. So, you'll just have to find out in the next part. So, stay tuned until next time, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Symphonia Fan 64, signing out.